a look of it. And like, yeah, sorry for this mess right here. We had a pole installed in my yard, but because my dog is outside all the time, he's ripped a hole right through the side. So we decided to get rid of the pool, and we're thinking of possibly instead building a bonfire right here in its place. But yeah, so this is just the old pool area of sorts. But yeah, sorry for the mess over here. I was just cleaning out the garage, and this is all the junk that we have yet to sort out. Yeah, right now, I just have Alfie outside, and he's enjoying some grass. So it's later in the day. It's around 7 o'clock for me, and it was really hot earlier. It hit 90 degrees, so it was too hot for me to bring the bun out. Because I know Alfie especially, he's really sensitive to the heat, and he doesn't like being in the heat so much. So I waited till the evening. It's cool, 75 right now, and there's no wind blowing, so I thought this was the perfect time to take him out. So yeah, I know I haven't posted a video in a really long time. Sorry about that. Moving and graduating and now preparing for college. It's been a rough couple of months, and a lot has happened, and I really haven't spoken about or kind of posted anything on my Facebook or Instagram. And speaking of my Instagram, I think someone tried to hack into my Instagram account a couple weeks back, and I don't know why they would want to, because I literally have nothing there, and I have only a couple of followers there, so it's not like they would really gain popularity, and not like most people would look at that. And yeah, it's whoever, I guess, hacked my Instagram. Sorry that you couldn't get in. But anyway, yeah, so I didn't really talk about this. I know I posted something a couple weeks ago too on my Facebook about what had been going on, and some updated stuff, but here's like a really fast update on my life for anyone who is interested. So after possibly the video I had posted, the very last one, a couple weeks after that, I noticed that Cloud wasn't doing so well. He wasn't acting like his normal self, so I took him to the vet, and at first there wasn't really anything wrong. I just told him, he seemed lethargic lately, and he wasn't really interacting with me anymore. So the doctor just told me to keep an eye on him, bring him back. So, better safe than sorry. I took him just because I wasn't feeling sure, so I needed to go get professional opinion. So then a couple more weeks passed, and I noticed he kind of had some sort of abscess growing on his side. So I took him in, they put him on some medication, and he was getting, over that and such. And so then I was talking to my doctor, and he said the best thing that they could do was to operate on him to get rid of the abscess. So I decided, okay, if that's really the best thing for him to, he didn't look like he was in pain, but then again, you can't really tell what your guinea pig is feeling since they don't talk. But based on his body language and how he was acting, I felt it would be best for me just to go ahead and go through the surgery. This was Todd's first surgery, and so I was really nervous. So we took him in. Surgery went through fine, and everything was okay. But then I noticed the abscess kind of came back, and that's when things kind of took a turn for the worst. Just in case anyone's wondering, I guess, I just have an old t-shirt in there that he really likes to cuddle up in whenever he's feeling cold or something. I just have that in his cage at the moment, just for him to sleep or to lay on top of, and he likes burrowing himself inside of the t-shirt as well, just for added comfort, I suppose. But then back to the update. Cloud was doing so well, and so we took him in again for another checkup, and he seemed to be worse. The doctor prescribed us more medicine, and that just wasn't working for him, I guess you can say. So yeah, the doctor was really, it was a specialist, so, I wasn't going to take him to just any old vet who really didn't know what they're doing, so, for an advisory kind of warning for people out there. Make sure you guys do have a licensed exotic animal vet, and just go to any random cat or dog doctor. They really don't know what they're doing, and they're not trained to look after small pets. So just thought I'd throw in this little infomercial here just to let you guys know that to find a licensed exotic animal vet, there's plenty of resources online, or you can just Google in. That's what I did, and I found one that was near my area. I found two actually in my area. So it's really great, internet, we have it, we have the technology, so go ahead and take advantage of that and find your guys, yourself, so a trained exotic animal doctor. But, so yeah, we went, and he still wasn't doing so well, and under surgery a second time to kind of remove the abscess again, he ended up passing away. Doctor said there really wasn't anything that they could do for him, so, the best thing was, well, that he was doing well after the second surgery. He looked terribly poor, and he looked like he was in a lot of pain. He wasn't moving around. I didn't want to, put him through that anymore, so I just decided to go ahead and have him put to sleep. So that's what happened with Cloud. And here's a second little infomercial to people who only have a single guinea pig. I highly advise you to reconsider. I know a lot of people are really skeptical about like the spay and neuter topic, and I know Sherwood Smallpets just recently did a video all about that debate, and you guys should go ahead and check out that video that she posted, because it has really good information as to why you should always keep, guinea pigs together in pairs. My guinea pigs, I know, were not in pairs. They were separated, but because I didn't have, the space to have, another 2 sets of 2, and I was moving, and that was really stressful for me to try to bring 2 more guinea pigs into my life and then have to move around, and that just wouldn't be fair to them. But my guinea pigs, I guess the only reason they didn't get along was because Baxter is really territorial with stuff. So if you have 2 guinea pigs, make sure you have tons of stuff for them. I had tons of stuff, but Baxter was that type of pig where he was like, everything is mine. So but they had the interaction through the bars, and they would groom each other through the bars, and I know people were like, oh, why don't you just try to reintroduce them? Maybe it was just a small fallout. Well, I tried that, and the same thing happened last time, and it was that Cloud had gotten bitten by him, and he did draw blood, so I didn't want to keep trying to put them back together and like have Cloud get hurt because of it. So I kept them separated by bars, and they had the interaction next to each other. So, a couple months had passed since Cloud's passing, and that's when Baxter wasn't doing too well himself. Because him and Cloud had such a tremendous bond, they really, they were inseparable. Like, they would chase each other, like, back and forth past the grids, and they would sit by each other when they were next to the grids, and they would groom themselves, and they would groom each other right there. So it was just the company. They heard each other every morning. They ate pellets near the same spot. But I guess it was the whole idea of them sharing stuff that just didn't agree. But shortly after, Baxter would squeak for Cloud, and once I tore down the wall, separated into cages, and I gave Baxter the whole run of the area, you could tell that he was looking for him, because it was the first time he got the whole space to himself. So you could tell he was looking around for him, didn't know where he was. He would call out for him, and soon that's when Baxter's behavior started changing. He no longer squeaked in the morning. Either I would try to rustle a bag of hay to get him excited, rustle a bag of treats to get him excited, and he just wouldn't squeak, and that was like the first indicator that something was wrong, because Baxter's was one of those pigs that as soon as I get up in the morning, it's squeak nonstop throughout the day until he is fed. Every time he hears a bag rustle, he would squeak, so that just wasn't happening anymore. So I took him to the vet, because Baxter stopped eating, and the vet said that everything was fine. He advised me to put him on critical care, and that's what I did. So every guinea pig owner, again, critical care is very good for you to have just on hand in medical emergency that your guinea pig isn't eating, for them to go ahead and try to get some nutrition into them. I know Skinny Pigs one has that and always recommends having critical care. So again, another YouTuber who really knows what they're talking about. So I had him on that, and he was eating, and I thought, and then he started eating on his own again, so I thought that was really good, but then he would stop again. So I had to put him back on critical care, and then he would stop, and then he would go back to regular eating veggies. I would take him outside to get some fresh air, some sun, some fresh grass, and he would stop eating again, and then, it was just a continuous cycle until one day he didn't want to move or anything. He just stood in a corner of his house, in a strawberry house that I have, and he just wasn't doing well. So then I noticed that I left for work in the morning, and when I came back, I found out that he had passed away. So yeah, it kind of goes to also talk about like animals having feelings. Animals do feel. They might not feel the same that humans do, that you and I do, but they do have feelings, and they do develop emotions for other pets. So I know Baxter really cared for Cloud in a way that was kind of confusing, and it was hard to believe because he would pick on him all the time, but they had a uniquely developed bond. And with Cloud no longer being there, Baxter grew into a state of depression and passed away. So going back to what I said about guinea pigs living in pairs, guinea pigs need that social interaction with another guinea pig, something just like they are. And because at the time I wasn't ready, I was still grieving over Cloud, that I couldn't bring it on myself to get another guinea pig. Unfortunately, Baxter couldn't wait for another companion, and he passed away. So yeah, both of those passings really hit me hard, and I just up and kind of quit YouTube for a little bit. Of course I had Alfie here to keep me company, but it was just that sort of back-to-back loss that really hurt home, and just kind of, that's where I drew the line. And then during this time also, so after Baxter had passed, I wasn't gonna get any more guinea pigs. I said, I'll wait to get one. I didn't really want to have another guinea pig. I was just just kind of still in the grieving process when a good friend of mine sent me an email. She had told me about how she it was if you guys remember from, like, if you guys watched my previous videos, when I brought Mango, it was the same girl who gave me Mango. So yeah, during the time of all this, like when Baxter was kind of doing poorly and stuff, this is when she started emailing me about this, another pig, and I was thinking it over to myself before I responded, and I was like, do I really, can I really take on this pig? I mean, she was she was emailing me, and by the third time where I actually got him, when Baxter passed away, and I had already agreed to getting him. So I really wasn't going back on my word. So I had, sorry, there was a bug in it. Bugs freaking out, but yeah, so I went ahead and got him. My boyfriend had encouraged me to do so. So I went ahead and got him. The guinea pig is a teddy. He is 3 years old, and his name is Charlie Brown. I call him Charlie for short. So I'll do a video probably soon about, you know, going into more detail about him and stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. So I do still have one guinea pig. I will be getting him a friend soon, but I'm letting him settle, and we're still fixing up stuff with the house. So I'll get him settled. I'll get his new cage all set up. So yeah, that's what'll happen. Those are some plans to do. So I have to remind myself, or maybe you guys can remind me on Facebook or something, to do a video on Charlie. So yeah, that is basically all that has been happening these past months that have been gone. I know a lot really has gone on, and I really haven't updated anything or anyone on this, but it was just all it all happened so fast, and I really didn't know how to react. And so when I was kind of, you know, going through some personal stuff as well, so it was just all hard for me to talk about at the time. And you know, I've gone through the healing process, and you know, I'm almost there. I'm not completely, you know, healed or anything like that. You know, I still miss my other 2 kids terribly. Think about them all the time, and it's you know, when you lose a pet, it's always hard to deal with. As you can see, the sun has already started to go down, and I know you guys are probably hearing like this buzzing in my back. It's just that thing. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. The name escapes me, but yeah, it goes off every couple minutes. So yeah, but anyway, so those are the updates. So yeah, I do plan on getting another pig in the future. It'll probably be from a rescue. There's a rescue here in Illinois, in Stayer, Illinois. Critter Corral. There you go. That is the name. I almost forgot. But yeah, they're a guinea pig rescue, and I know you guys can barely see anything now, but I'm so sorry for this horrible camera. I'm recording from my phone, so you know, it's kind of buggy. But yeah, Critter Corral is a guinea pig rescue, and they have a lot of, you know, guinea pigs in need right now at the moment. So yeah, I'm thinking of adopting things there. So, you know, you guys should check them out if you guys live in Illinois, if you live near Stayer, Illinois, and thinking about getting a guinea pig. Remember, you know, that there are adoption places out there, and, you know, they could really use your help, whether it's just donating resources or actually adopting from there. This has probably been a really long video, and it's cut in kind of like, it'll be edited awkwardly because, you know, my phone was bugging on me. It'll probably be uploaded in 2 different parts, probably just back to back, just because it's really hard to edit videos from my phone, so I'll probably end up having to do that. But yeah, as of further pets, besides a companion for Charlie, I'm really not thinking about any more pets at the moment. Usually it's just if something needs me, then I'll go ahead and just go. Oh my god, there's a huge bug. I don't know what it is, but it's freaking me out. Oh, I hate bugs. But yeah, so yeah, sorry for this really wonky video right now. So now that the sun is like completely gone, there's just very tiny bit, but not enough for a video. So I will talk to you guys later, and maybe I can fix this video quality somehow from this one. So bye guys for now, and I will talk to you all real soon. So bye.